And we are back. Good morning. It's an amazing Monday morning here in the studios of TVC Communications in Lagos. The energy is positive.
And it's real.
We are adequately motivated.
It's full. Feels great to be back with you right there in your homes this morning. And of course, we mean to be here same time every morning till Friday. So just set your alarms.
Yeah.
Hopefully you had a great weekend.
Yes, I certainly did. Got lots of rest.
You were sleeping,
yeah.
dozing. Yeah, I tried to do that too. Yeah,
I got up to some interesting things. And then I was in church yesterday evening, as usual. And you know how it is.
All right,
things, it was nice. It was nice. It was good.
So the thing about the weekend is that, you know, we know that we're going to be back here on Monday. So we're like, oh, weekend, stretch. But Monday mornings can be slow, except for the fact that
the show is on.
Back.
And MM is back.
Yes. Welcome back, MM.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Welcome back. See what she's doing with that.
Good morning, Yomi
And then we see what you're doing with the shoulder.
Yeah, you know,
Yes,
giving
sir.
you guys these.
So mama.
How you guys doing? Hello, Chef D.
Chef D.
Chef D in the building.
All right.
Good to see you guys.
Should
We're
be
going
interesting.
straight to this morning's highlights, and it's going to be an interesting show today. I'm Yomi Okwe, by the way.
And Titi Layo Oyinson. Remember, we're streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. You can look us up on TVC Connect. For comments, make sure you use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
And of course, food always brightens everything up. And of course, we already introduced Chef D in the building with MM this morning. And we're going straight to this morning's highlights.
So,
Yep.
we have quite a lot packed in there for you. And, well, we have to give you some positive motivation and energy. We're going to be starting with that. Mr. Clement Okafor will be joining us to help motivate you into bouncing back from major setbacks.
Wow, that's going to be really nice. And right after that, we have a performance for you. And that will be coming from Mr. Sam Jams.
Who's in control? I know who runs the
We
show.
taking over every city that we step in. Tell them we taking over. From sun up to sundown, we hold it down. We taking over. Sunday to Sunday, no holiday.
And today is also the day that we have our conversation of the day in history. What happened 20 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, whatever.
I'm going all the way back to the 1400s this morning. You'll be surprised to find out what happened then. And of course, from the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, we have two representatives joining us to talk about this year's edition of the Annual Scientists Conference by the association that I mentioned before. It's too long for me to repeat.
Medical Laboratory.
As in like Laboratory Association of Nigeria.
And finally, we have the winner of the recently concluded Mr. Ideal pageant, Mr. Ideal.
Yeah, muscles coming into the studio. Whoop,
It's
whoop.
not just about muscles, that's why it's called Ideal.
Yeah. It's muscles I'm looking
So
for.
hopefully there's some brains in there somewhere.
You know, I've never been into muscles.
Really?
You've never been into muscles?
Seriously?
I just like my man simple. All that muscles, such a distraction.
It's because
Talk today. You are right. If I mean to say today,
is
you are
back.
right.
Welcome back,
MM is back.
It feels good to be back, guys. It really feels good to be back. I missed you guys.
You
Watched
don't look
the
like
show
you went to
a
have
few
a baby,
times.
though.
I know, right?
Okay,
I think that was the plan.
Yeah, that was the plan,
What
actually.
happens on social media today? It's going to be very special. This is what I'm going to give out 2 movie tickets. All you need to do is give me the name of MM's baby. So guess their name, right? That's what you do. Really? Should we give them a clue? Or
No,
no clue.
No, don't.
So how are they supposed to know
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
so should we give them the first letter of the name?
Yeah, maybe the first letter.
First letter of the
That'll
name.
be.
So what's the first
let's,
letter?
Let's just give the first
What's
letter.
the first letter?
First
So,
letter.
first letter, it's an E.
First letter is an E.
Okay,
E.
good. It's an E.
Okay.
So what you do
Yes.
is that just take a guess.
Yeah.
What is what's MM's baby's name?
Yes,
and the
indeed.
first correct answer will get 2 movie tickets. Go see Avengers: Infinity War. Maybe Yomi has
Starts
not
with
yet
an E, so, you know, and
yeah.
since she's MM, it could be Eno
This now. Why? Why are you doing
or
this?
Eleanor or something like that. I'm just throwing it out. You know how I am. I just want to give out the
Yeah.
tickets.
How was
So.
your weekend, guys?
Oof. Energetic, really.
Yeah, Titi was everywhere.
I was at a wedding.
Steam bath on Friday.
Oh yes, we had a steam bath on Friday.
We had a steam bath on Friday.
At this amazing.
So both of you?
Yes.
Yeah.
An amazing warm spring that brings out water from the ground at 70 degrees.
Alkaline water.
So it wasn't like an artificially warmed steamer.
So was this like a bonding thing
natural.
for both of you?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yes.
Girl power.
But it was interesting because you didn't need any technology to feel relaxed and calm. It was such a great, relaxing experience.
I didn't like the idea.
Right?
There's a reason why I didn't like the idea. Titi knows, but hey, let's just leave that one.
Mike,
I can't say it all. I did just like the
For
idea.
lack of an amazing experience.
For lack of a better word, Mike is bush sometimes. That's all I can think of right now.
If, there are some people I told about your experience and they're like, nah, not for me.
Yeah, well.
And you know why?
We have to go to the news, though.
And Blessings that host is on standby for us.
Hello, good morning and welcome. At least 45 people have been confirmed dead following an attack on Benin Gwari Likul government's area of Kaduna State. Eyewitnesses revealed that armed bandits attacked Gwaska village in large numbers on motorcycles around 2:30 p.m. on Saturday. The Kaduna State Police Commissioner Austin Iwar says 150 policemen have been deployed to the area and an additional 200 will be deployed next week. Benin Gwari has witnessed several attacks in the past months, leading to the deaths of scores of civilians, soldiers, and police officers. And no fewer than 25 of the 33 aspirants who took part in the APC governorship primary in Ekiti State are demanding a rerun and also want a new primary election committee. This was after Saturday's primary was postponed indefinitely following the disruption by persons. One of the aspirants, Mines and Steel Minister Kayode Fayemi, called thugs. Many of the aspirants are now trading accusations. And the former Speaker of the Ekiti House of Assembly, Olufemi Bamishile, says the composition of the committee was compromised, and Segun Oni called the primary a mockery of democracy. Some members of the People's Democratic Party in Adamawa State have endorsed Ahmed Finsiri as their candidate in the 2019 gubernatorial election. They presented the former acting governor of the state to the working committee of the party, a decision described as wise. According to them, Finsiri's integrity will sell him above all other candidates across party divides in the state. Now, a non-governmental organization with a focus on developing children of school age believes the Nigerian school system boasts of students who can compete with the best in the world. The Young Educators Foundation organized a spelling bee competition that attracted participants from all over the country. The executive director of the foundation, Akinyele Olu-Phillips, says the competition shapes the minds of the students and equips them with leadership skills. And that's the news. Time now to go back to Yomi and Titi.
All right, it was a big and busy weekend in the world of sports, as usual.
Very.
And Mike Messica. So finally, Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, it was an emotional moment. I had friends all around social media. They're posting Merci Wenger, Merci Wenger, Merci.
Yeah, Wenger. I saw that hashtag.
So the
Merci.
hashtag has been trending for like 2 weeks now.
Thank you.
All right, but then let's kick off with the MPFL lion Mike Messikeno. Now, Lobby Stars of Makurdi increased their lead at the top of a Nigerian Professional Football League to 5 points after a hard-fought 1-0 win against Sunshine Stars of Akure at the Upper Aku Stadium, Makurdi, on Sunday. Kehinde Adeyemi scored the decisive goal 17 minutes from time. And at the Dan Ayam Stadium, where Kano Pillars maintained a second position on the table following a 1-1 draw against hosts Heartland, who now look destined for a return to the Nigerian National League. Niger Tornadoes relinquished a third position to Katsina United after going down 3-0 against MFM at the Agege Stadium in Lagos, and also losing their 9-game unbeaten streak in the process. In Jos, Enugu Rangers extended their unbeaten run against Wiki Tourists to 7 games after holding their host to a 1-1 draw. FC Ifeanyi beat Go Round 2-1 in Nnewi, with Ekene Agwazie scoring for the host, while Chidi Nwachukwu netted the only goal for Go Round. And then to the EPL, Manchester City lifted the Premier League trophy amid jubilant scenes despite Huddersfield gaining a vital point in their battle to avoid relegation with a goalless draw. That's all on sports this morning. It's the headlines in the papers coming right up next.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike.
Yeah.
As usual, it was a busy weekend in the world of news, and we're starting with the Punch this morning and the headline, Ekiti, Oni Ojudu attack Fayemi. APC wants primary concluded. A party meeting turns violent in Anambra as Ngige escapes attack. Wow. Bandits killed 45 in Kaduna village, says the Commissioner of Police. INEC warns political parties against flouting campaign rule. Rainstorms forced power generation down by 1,000 megawatts. And 5 police cadets die in accident. I saw stories of that in social media yesterday. 2019, vote for credible leaders. Adeboye urges Nigerians. All on the cover of The Punch this morning.
On the cover of the Nation newspaper, it says, bandits kill 45 in Kaduna. El Rufai, Army Battalion for Birni Gwari. It also says here, a man arrested for attempted rape of a 110-year-old woman. It also says here, 5.6 billion naira ICPC quizzes Zhang. On page 7, there's more on that. Congress's APC asks aggrieved members to appeal. Ekiti gets candidate this week. How to identify bombers by Buratai. Lagos begins payment of 6 billion naira compensation. And Raw hails Iwobi's show against Burnley. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation.
Up next is This Day and the headline, unidentified gunmen kill 45 in Kaduna. Wow. APC asks aggrieved members to file appeal after marred congresses. A party to conclude Ekiti Gubo primary, 27 aspirants kick. Fayemi threatens to sue if results are annulled. Don't turn the state into war zone, Fayose warns. Maintaining market dominance, Tier 1 banks widen gap with Tier 2 lenders. Don't turn to propaganda poster boy, PDP tells Oshimbajo. And then we have an interesting photograph on the cover of This Day there. The Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dogara, inspecting livestock at his farm this weekend and proving that ranching can actually work instead of nomadic, the movement of the...
Yeah, the cows.
Yeah, the cows.
All right. So on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune, it says, despite violence, APC claims Ward Congress is successful. Lagos APC Vice Chairman wants Lagos Congresses cancelled. Confusion in Kogi over parallel congresses. Protests over Congress in 13 local governments of Kebbi. Thugs burn Bauchi Council Secretariat. And it also says a rainstorm destroys over 100 houses in Ondo. Mieti Allah threatens to withdraw cows from Lagos to Ogun. Banks refund 8.07 billion naira fraudulent charges to customers. CBN printed 2.6 billion new notes in 2017. That's what we have on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune.
All right. Up next is the Daily Sun and the headline, bloodbath in Kaduna, 45 killed. That's a sad one there. And final story, APC continues to boil over ward congresses. Hoodlums burn council secretariat in Bauchi. Okorocha orders arrest of election committee members. All on the cover of the Daily Sun.
The Vanguard doesn't have many headlines today, but attack on Kaduna community claims 48. Police confirm 45 dead. And in Financial Vanguard, slow economic recovery. Companies struggle to make profit. That's what's on the cover of the Vanguard.
All right, and up next is the New Telegraph and the headline, APC crisis worsens. Party members burn local government secretariat. Parallel congresses in states. Okorocha battles for survival in Imo. Amechi, senator at loggerheads. APC to aggrieved members seek redress through appeal panels. And then Ekiti, Buhari's minister advisor fight over aborted Gubo primaries. Fayemi Ojudu's conduct falls short of minimum standard. Ojudu, but you compromised committee brought over security. And banks are cheating us through ATMs. Customers cry out. And that's true. 65 naira per withdrawal is not a good thing. Leadership crisis rocks Code of Conduct Bureau. OSGF reinstates retiree to head bureau. And CCB now has 2 heads. Fast food links to fertility problems in women.
Wow.
You can find that story on page 10 if you're interested in that. A couple of other stories there on the cover of the New Telegraph. So it seems like all the papers are reporting what happened in
Kaduna.
In Kaduna and also in Ekiti State over the weekend.
What shocked me the most was this issue of attempted rape of a 110-year-old woman.
That's crazy.
I'm still trying to figure it out. Apparently the man is 56. I'm still just trying to wrap my head around it.
Probably needs to explain himself.
You know, I don't even have any words for it. But that's all we have time for on the newspaper headlines for this morning.
And of course, the newspaper headlines are proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure.
So let's head straight into the kitchen. I can't wait to see MM and Chef D do
so we're trying to give MM some screen time today.
Yeah.
Lots of screen time.
Okay, thank you guys. All right, so I'm here with Chef D, and it certainly feels good to be back in the kitchen with food, you know, Singaporean noodles,
back
right?
to good food.
This is fantastic. There's no other way anyone could have welcomed me back on the show, right?
So I'm the perfect
All right,
welcome.
Chef D, tell us about this noodles we are making today.
Yeah, this is actually Singapore noodles.
All right.
We have our rice sticks done already. Just gonna take about 2-3 minutes to
Okay, let's
boil.
talk about the ingredients first of all.
This is the rice sticks. We call it rice sticks. This is actually the Singaporean noodles. Then we have carrots, cabbage. We have peppers in colors. This is green bell pepper, yellow and red, shrimps, spring onions, ginger garlic, seasoning, sesame oil, then soy sauce, and we have egg.
Wow, that's a lot of ingredients. So we're playing with rainbow colors here. We have carrots, cabbage, a lot of vegetables. And if you like, you could mix it up, right? With sausages, meats. Depends on how you like it.
Yeah,
I'm not much of a shrimp person, so I think I would love to, if I'm going to make this, I'll make it with sausages and minced meat. Is that cool?
Sausages will be better.
Okay, sausages will be better.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next? So of course we have boiled our Singaporean noodles. That's what I like to call it. Why you call it rice sticks? I don't understand. Isn't that the idea? Singaporean noodles, like it should.
Yeah, everything is Singaporean noodles, but I was just telling you, this is rice stick.
Okay.
That's what we call it.
But they look like noodles, or they look like spaghetti.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Okay.
But this particular itself is called rice stick.
Okay.
And everything is Singaporean noodles by the time we're done.
So how accessible is this rice sticks? Rice sticks or rice sticks?
Rice stick.
Stick, that's the stick.
Yeah, rice sticks.
Oh, okay. So how accessible are they?
Easy. At major stores,
You can find them.
You can find them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's next?
So we have to fry our egg right now.
Okay, we are making eggs. Do you need me to crack any up for you?
Yeah, sure. Do.
Okay.
Do too.
Into this bowl, do I need to whisk it?
Yeah, whisk it.
Okay. So just in case you're tuning in, we are making Singaporean noodles. Yeah. I've never tried this before. I can't wait to try it. I'm making it now with Chef D. Hopefully, I like it.
You will.
And then I can try it at home.
You definitely will.
You know? You know, it's amazing. After childbirth, there's so many things you could do with food. Because you're constantly, you're constantly hungry, lactating, so you want to eat everything. Like you want to.
These are the kind of food you always want to eat. Actually.
Yeah, and
it doesn't take time.
It does apparently.
In less,
I mean,
in less than 20 minutes, you're done.
those rice sticks did not take time at all. Like in less than 10 minutes, it was ready.
Everything will be ready in less than 20 minutes.
Interesting. Okay. So, if we like, is it okay to add milk to the eggs?
No, not in this situation.
Not in this situation. Why?
No, we just want the egg alone because it's going to actually get on with the sauce to fill in with the rice sticks by the time we're done. So everything is going to come in together. So we don't need egg in this situation right now.
Okay. I can't wait to see how that turns out. Okay. So we are making Singaporean noodles, of course, and we have made our rice sticks, like Chef D called it, and we're about to fry our eggs.
Yep.
Okay. So after frying the egg, what's next?
Carrots.
You know, I would actually think that because we have shrimps here, we would fry the shrimps first, just to give the food a little bit of, you know,
Then, don't worry.
flavor.
Then you see how we go about it.
Okay. All right.
So, we're frying the egg now.
Okay. So what's next?
We're just going to make sure it doesn't get brown.
Okay.
That is it.
What do you need? Just tell me whatever it is that you need and I'll just get it for you.
All right, thanks. Okay. So,
So what exactly are we doing here?
we're just frying this right now, but it's going to have to come in just fresh because we're still going to beat it.
Okay. So there's no need to, you know, make it into scrambled eggs or whatever.
We're still going to scramble it.
Okay.
Like this. So this is going to be done like this. Then we scramble with using the fork.
Okay.
We smash it down.
Okay. So just in case you're just tuning in, we are making Singaporean noodles, and right now we are frying our eggs, but we didn't add any seasoning, right?
Just a little pinch of
Or
salt.
salt.
Yeah?
Okay.
And
Just a
our
little
egg
bit.
is done.
So
Just
we
a
are
little
taking
bit
that
of
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while I take this out, you help me use this.
Okay. To mash it.
To mash it.
Okay. So I'm going to mash this.
Yep. Yep.
How mashed do you want it? Really mashed?
Really mashed.
Okay.
So then, you come here.
So is it also possible to use margarine to replace the vegetable oil?
You better use olive oil.
Olive oil?
Yeah.
Okay.
You better use olive oil.
Instead of margarine?
Yep.
But this is vegetable oil you use?
Yeah, this is vegetable oil.
Okay. I recently started using coconut oil.
Beautiful.
And it gives food certain kind of flavor. It's really nice.
Yeah,
it
really
tastes,
nice. Yeah.
smells really nice. Not even taste. It smells
So
very
beautiful.
nice.
So
So
beautiful.
is this okay?
You can still go on.
Okay.
So, the shrimps goes in right now.
Okay. So right now we added garlic and ginger.
And ginger, yeah, that's
Okay.
all.
And in goes our shrimp.
Yep.
Okay.
With a
what's
spice of
next?
seasoning
Okay.
on the shrimps.
All right. So, I mean, is this not enough? Let me know when it's okay.
You can go as long as you want,
As much, oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
but I think it's already getting there.
Okay. So I'm just going to take this away. I'm going to take some of the plates away just so that there's enough space
Yeah, sure.
for us to work with. So we are making Singaporean noodles, just in case you just tuned in this morning. And I would like Chef D to go through the ingredients quickly. Chef D, take us through the ingredients once again.
Okay, so we are making Singaporean noodles this morning. We have our rice sticks boiled already.
Okay.
Then this is eggs. The shrimps is here, ginger, garlic, carrots, cabbage, bell peppers in colors, spring onions, light soy sauce, a dash sesame oil, and black pepper.
Okay.
And that's what we did.
Well, the sesame oil, let's talk about the sesame oil a bit.
Yeah.
Because we already use vegetable oil, and which can also be replaced with olive oil, of course. You really still need the sesame oil. What role does the sesame oil play in this meal?
It's changed the whole flavor because we apply the sesame oil at the depth of the food. When it's done, then you apply the sesame oil, so it changes the flavor. It gives us a kind of sensation. The way you were talking about the coconut oil. Yeah, when we are done, you're not going to smell anything oil in this anymore. The only thing you're going to feel is the sesame. Yeah, is the sesame oil. And that's why it comes last. It comes last, yeah.
And it's compulsory.
Yeah, compulsory in this situation. But something you can get everywhere, though.
Okay. I'll definitely check for it.
So, this goes in right now.
Okay. So that's our carrots and our cabbage.
Yep.
All right. That looks yummy already.
Like, you already know.
Yeah. Looks good. The colors are coming together, giving it a nice look.
I can make it a rainbow.
Yeah, right? Interesting. Then the garlic, the ginger. What if I decide to grate them? For those of us who do not like to chew, you know, garlic and ginger. Especially because of garlic, it gives a certain kind of taste in your mouth.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can grate them, but it shouldn't come in a paste.
Okay,
you can actually grate them, but it shouldn't come in a paste in this situation, yeah.
Okay.
If it comes in a paste, you're going to feel more of the flavor in your food. Yeah. If you want to enjoy more of the flavor, you have to make it come in a paste. But like this, not so much in the paste.
Okay.
So we go over right now. We had
these are Singaporean noodles almost ready.
Almost. We have a black pepper.
Okay.
We don't use paprika, you don't use cayenne pepper.
You know, paprika, cayenne pepper, those are not easily accessible peppers. They're talking Cameroon pepper, yeah, all those grounded red pepper.
But this black pepper is black corn pepper, not Cameroon pepper. A lot of people take Cameroon pepper for black pepper, and it's not.
Okay.
So, egg goes in.
All right, mashed eggs.
Yep,
okay.
yep. This is one of the finest and fastest breaking.
It's really fast.
Yeah.
You know, when you hear Singaporean noodles, you think, it's one complex meal like that will take like hours to make.
No.
So that's one of the reasons why you should tune in to Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, to see
you get to learn, you know, the most exotic meals from far and wide. With our amazing chefs, of course.
Yeah, so now our pepper goes in.
Okay.
All right, now, you must be hungry by now.
I am. Oh, you have no idea. I am. I am very hungry already. Okay, so Chef, they take us to the ingredients one more time for those just tuning in.
Okay, so for those who are just tuning in, we
Yeah.
are making Singaporean noodles. And we have rice sticks here. Is actually coming into this combination.
Yeah.
So here we started by frying our eggs. We fry very light to make sure it's not brown. It has to come in white.
Yeah.
Then our shrimps goes in then with the aid of ginger and garlic. So after then we have carrots.
Okay.
Carrot, cabbage, then the bell peppers. It's just to give us a very beautiful color.
You know, you could also have this with rice if you like, because it looks really nice.
This is a sauce on its own.
Yeah, it is a sauce on its own.
Everything about pasta, noodles and all is about sauce and the pasta
and the
itself.
pasta itself.
You understand? So it depends on the kind of sauce you have. This is a wonderful veggie sauce you can just sit down and eat.
Very nice, very healthy.
Very,
a lot of protein going in there.
Very.
Oh,
very,
nice.
very.
Nice.
So now we have soy sauce.
Okay.
And soy sauce is light soy sauce because we have two soy sauce. We have light soy sauce, we have dark soy sauce.
Oh, okay.
So this one gotta be light.
What's the difference?
This is light. The other one is black.
Okay.
Like dark soy sauce. It's gonna change the whole color of the food.
Oh.
It's gonna make it look dark.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. This is this has been quite an interesting meal today. We are not done yet, but we'll have to go on a quick break. When we return, we'll return with some Monday motivation with Clement Okafor. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. Now, life has or is a series of ups and downs. The good accompanies the bad, which could make or break a person. And bouncing back from such setbacks is what we're going to be talking about this morning. And with me to do that is personal development consultant, Mr. Clement Okafor. Welcome back, or rather, welcome to the studio. It's your first time. I have to say thank you for making it this early in the morning. So when it comes to setbacks, I know there are many types. I feel like we should focus on the emotional setbacks that could happen. So how do we basically describe what an emotional setback actually means?
Thank you very much, Titi, for having me, to come here this morning. I'm so grateful anyway. Yes, to start with, emotional setback, if just in a simple way to describe it, is an unfortunate situation that impedes, stopping you from moving further, stopping you from, doing what you want to do, you know, something that just stops you from moving ahead positively anyway. Let me use that word, positively.
Okay, so now I'm thinking of maybe an example. What could constitute an emotional setback for someone?
Well, there are many of it. For instance, maybe a lady had been promised by his guy that we're going to marry. They've planned, fixed date, and suddenly the guy just turns one day and says, look, I'm not going to marry you again.
Okay.
And with all the hypes, feeling cool, feeling I'm going to marry and all that, and then the thing just ends like that. Definitely she's going to break down.
Okay.
A lot of thoughts, a lot of what did I do, what shouldn't I have done that I did, and all that, you know. So it sets him back. She can't move forward, because either she's now beginning to blame herself or begin to blame the guy, and she's not just moving forward.
Okay, so now emotionally, this woman you're using as an example is not moving forward with other aspects of her life. Is that what you're saying?
Definitely, definitely. She can't move on with other aspects of her life. Definitely. In fact, some people, they can't even do anything. Some people, okay, if it's just that aspect of their life, they can say, okay. But for some, it will completely break them down. There are people that are very, 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 very highly emotionally sensitive.
Okay.
Such people, they just can't move.
All right. So, you know, we're here to motivate people. Yeah. I'm hoping that there's a way out of this. For instance, you know, someone who goes through something like that, it can be devastating. But what is the next move? What do they need to start thinking about doing from there?
Well, basically, there are quite a number of things a person can do. One, first of all, you have to confront your issues.
Okay.
Very, very necessary. When there are issues, confront them.
Okay.
Don't hide behind the issue and think you can always get out of it.
Okay.
What is this thing? Let me just deal with this thing once and for all, and move on. Don't hide the issue. Don't try to, you know, blame yourself. Don't try to blame other people. Don't try to blame the guy. Whatever happened has happened.
Okay.
It has happened, and you need to move on. Then you also need to, you know, seek professional counsel. Okay. There are lots of counselors, people that can help you out of your situation. You don't have to sit down. The next counselor can be just close to you. Talk to people, talk to professionals. You can talk to friends. You know, because by talking also, you are trying to diffuse those emotional side of you that are breaking you down.
Okay.
By talking, you know, sometimes you forget, actually. It makes you forget. Sometimes we tell people to go into projects. And get yourself involved in projects. Because when you are working, you know, you think less about those issues that are breaking you down. You focus on what you are doing. Before you know it, you are out of that emotional problem. Also, try and help others. Help others. The fact that you are down, emotionally down, doesn't mean that you cannot help people around you. There are other people that have issues. Just to help you get over your own issues, try to help people. Because when you help people get over their issues, you know, you feel very, very happy. You feel so pleased that, look, you're helping somebody. And in helping somebody, you're also bringing joy to yourself. Because when you are happy, you think less of those your
issues.
You think less of those your issues.
So I'm thinking now, the word setback means that it's affected you so much that, you know, there has probably been some kind of stunted growth, maybe in your career, or maybe your personal progress, financial progress, or even spiritual progress. I'm thinking we should mention what things like this could lead to, emotional setbacks could lead to, how bad they could actually get.
Yes. First of all, emotional leadback could lead to withdrawal. You withdraw from people, you don't get to move. Maybe you are the outgoing type, you move around, you know, you go out, you go to watch films, go out with friends. When you are somewhere, they are talking, you are spoken. When you are emotionally down, nothing excites you.
Okay.
You don't talk, you don't contribute, you don't see anything good around you. Sometimes some people don't even work. They don't even see reasons to work. Some people, because somebody disappointed them, they don't see any reason to go into another relationship. Because this guy disappointed me, every other guy is useless, or every other lady is useless. You know, nothing happens. You go into business because this business failed. They fear that, look, maybe if I enter into another business, this one too will fail.
Okay.
You know, there are different, these are different ways, you know, people get, these are the emotional setbacks that people get. You can't move on. You don't just, sometimes people don't even see anything good in themselves again. I am useless. I can't do this.
I have to stop you there, but I know that we've tried to add some solutions to this issue of setbacks. So we said, yes, of course, we have to talk about these issues. And then, of course, we have to get into projects and so many other things like that. I wish we had more time to go into this further, but we have to move on with the show. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. Of course, talk to us on social media with the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria at TVC Connect. Let's know how you feel about this particular topic. Now, from here, we have to move along to a musical performance. We have Sam Jazz ready for us.
All right, I've got Sam Jangbadi, also known as Sam Jams, is here with us this morning for a Monday morning performance to get us going, a.k.a. Baba Agbalava. That's it, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so take it away.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right.
I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. We run the show. Tell everybody who doesn't know. We won't stay low. Get drunk in the spirit. That's how we roll. When we step in the scene, man, demons hit the door, mountains move, man. Look the devil in the eye, like get out of here, there's nothing you can do, man. Flex muscle, you want flex muscle? Bow down to the king before you flex muscle. If you're rolling with the king, my guy, there's no hustle. Repping this team, I'm on shelf now. It's like a movie, yeah. See how we turn to miseries and they disappear. We've been doing these things for years, like nobody cares. If you weak me, tap your chest. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. We taking over every city that we step in. Tell them we taking over. From sun up to sundown, we hold it down. We taking over. Sunday to Sunday, no holidays. We taking over. We taking over. We taking over. It's like a movie, cause they said we're less likely to be right here. We're moving, all the bus they said we're removing. And we fresh like that, we fresh like that. This one spiritual, no flesh like that. We will never tap out, we are blessed like that. Kings and queens, we are, so we dress like that. Our mission, global domination. Open up your eyes, see the 2020 vision. Give me a hook and a line when I'm fishing. See my dad is giving me a standing ovation. Standing ovation. Angels popping bottles, that's a party up in heaven. We shine bright for the city tonight. Praying everybody see the lights. We see the lights. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. I know who's in control. I know who runs the show. We taking over every city that we step in. Tell them we taking over. From sun up to sundown, we hold it down. We taking over. Sunday to Sunday, no holidays. We taking over. We taking over. Taking over, you know that word be easy, taking over. Ooh, taking over, you know that word be easy, taking over, you know that word be easy, taking over. Ooh, taking over, you know that word be easy, taking over. Every city that we step in, tell them we taking over. From sun up to sundown, we hold it down, we taking over. Sunday to Sunday, no holidays, we taking over. We taking over. We taking over. You know that word be taking over.
Okay, so this is what you've been up to.
Oh, yes, I
When
have.
was this video shot?
It was done last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so it's the latest that you have.
Yeah, right now.
Right now, there's something I just want to pick your brain. I'm looking at the genre of rap. Something happened very recently. J. Cole was in Nigeria.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And then a foremost rapper said something, and it was like, people were, as in, he was singing.
Yeah.
And then he just released an album a week to when he
Yeah,
came
just
back to
about a
the
week,
game.
yeah.
And then people were singing with
Word for
him,
word.
word for word. And then you come down to Nigeria, and then rap music is like, people like, nah, rap music is... So how is the acceptance of rap music generally?
I feel like it's in two sides. One, people could decide to look at it from the perspective of, oh, Nigerians don't appreciate their own.
Okay.
And then I choose to look at it from the perspective of there's so much work to be done. In other words, you need to penetrate to the point where even though your material is like a week old, everyone gets it and everyone learns the lyrics.
So it's not just about the foreign
So it's
influence,
not,
it's about
yeah,
making
you know,
sure
so
that music is
like I
good
said,
enough.
it depends on how you want to look at the matter. So I choose to look at it from the perspective of, okay, you know, I need to work to the point where, you know.
That's the half-full paradigm. I like that. It was good having you this morning.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much. All right, let's head for a break now. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria, and I'm here with Chef D in the kitchen. I hope I pronounced that chef properly. If not, my producer is gonna.
you need to pronounce my name very well.
Chef D.
Yeah.
With a fizzy, right?
With a fizzy.
Okay, so we are making Singaporean noodles, right?
Definitely.
Did I say that with a fizzy?
Also.
All right, let's talk about the ingredients quickly.
Okay, so let's go over the ingredients once again. We are making Singaporean noodles. So we started with our rice sticks, parboiled, yeah. Yeah, and
let people see the rice sticks.
Let them see what it looks like.
Yeah.
This is yummy little baby.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So
let's talk about the ingredients. We're talking about.
Here we have
okay.
We have carrot, cabbage, peppers and colors, then shrimps.
Yeah.
I think they can see a lot. Black pepper and eggs.
Yeah.
These are the few things we have here right now.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and then our
soy sauce.
Extras.
Soy sauce, black pepper, spring onions, and sesame oil.
Okay. So tell us about how you came about this.
Yeah, no, because
deliciousness right in front of us.
There's actually something I'm still thinking about.
Well,
I still wish, I was thinking if I could be another Chioma.
Another what?
Chioma. I need assurance. Now, I can't be doing all this just for fun.
Okay, what kind of assurance do you need? Do you need me to taste it?
No, like the one the video gave Chioma now. I need a Bentley.
You better just, this is Singaporean noodles. We are all going to eat it together. So, and then of course our guest.
Yeah, but I think I also need an assurance like the one Davido gave Chioma.
Okay, you are assured that this is going to taste good.
This is going to taste good, but I need a gift outside. I need a Bentley waiting for me.
We'll talk about that later. Let's just enlighten and teach our viewers how to make this.
Okay, so this is actually, like I told you earlier, this is going to be done in less than 15-20 minutes once you have everything prepped.
Yeah.
And so right now, from here, we go over to the pasta. This is the rice sticks, then it goes in.
The rice sticks were very long.
Yeah, very long.
Why did you, I've noticed that you cut them. Why?
Yes, so it could be easy to pick.
Okay.
We have to cut them so it could be easy to pick.
Okay.
So then we add the spring onions.
All right. So if you noticed, he actually mashed the eggs after frying them, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, basically scrambled eggs, because that's how you make scrambled eggs.
Scrambled.
Right?
Just mash it, go a little bit low.
And then you stir fry your vegetables.
Definitely.
Depends on how you like them.
Depends on how you like them, but you can see my vegetables are in colors.
Yeah.
Because I love colors. I'm a rainbow person.
Yeah, I am too. I like my food to look very nice.
And beautiful.
Colorful and, you know,
yeah.
It has to be inviting.
Because you deserve it. You're beautiful too, you know?
Oh, thank you.
So.
Someone's flirting with me.
Oh.
All right. So we are making Singaporean noodles. It's almost ready.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. And I noticed that our soy sauce is light because take us through, you told us the difference between light soy sauce and the black soy sauce.
Yeah, because this is light soy sauce.
Yeah.
Like I told you, if we use a dark soy sauce, it's called, it's going to change the whole color of the food because that is black.
Yeah.
But we only need this.
Light soy sauce.
Yeah, light soy sauce.
So what does soy sauce actually do for this dish?
That's a seasoning. That's a seasoning. If you can remember, we only had a little seasoning when I was adding the shrimps, and the carrot. But soy sauce is actually the seasoning for Singaporean noodles, not the regular.
Not the regular seasoning.
Yeah, not the regular.
So if you want to make Singaporean noodles, go and buy soy sauce. Not the black one, the light one.
The light one.
For those of us that like to surprise our husbands every now and then with some delicious
This is one of the joker.
meals.
Like,
yeah, this is one of it. I mean, just surprise one of those days.
This is going to get you, this is going to get you A1.
You think?
And you're going to get a beautiful gift.
Like a Bentley, right?
But you will not call me.
Hey, now you're teaching us now. That's the essence. You teach, we learn, we go and practice. And hopefully, it tastes as good as yours. I mean.
And you make your man proud.
And you make your man happy.
Yeah.
Because they say a way to a man's heart is through the belly.
Of course so.
You know.
But, like, what is the way to my own heart now?
I wouldn't know. We should ask your girlfriend. I wouldn't know. But this is turning out really nice.
Yep. And from here, we actually done.
Very quick, easy, simple.
And fantastic.
You know, you can even make this quickly on your before you head on to the office. You just come and show your pepper them.
Pepper them at work.
I'm eating Singaporean noodles.
So we're done with this right now.
All right, so our Singaporean noodles is almost ready. Let's get to yummy and sitting now for this day in history.
For that. Quite a lot of things happening today in history.
Yeah,
and even things are still happening. You know, we're actually making history every day.
Yeah.
So there's some things that are going on now that you don't imagine would be history in another 50 years, but you know.
But so just make sure everything you do, you make it have an impact.
Can you imagine some 25 years from now, they say, oh, this day in history, Titi Oyinson.
What?
Veteran broadcaster was born. Then your photograph will be there.
Yeah.
Nice.
As long as you've done something dynamite enough.
Yeah.
I always throw that in. Okay, so on this day in history, in 1949, playwright Arthur Miller was awarded the Pulitzer Prize for the drama for what has been tagged the greatest play of our generation. It's Death of a Salesman that he wrote, a drama where the lead character, Willie Loman, dreams of being a successful salesman like Dave Singleman, someone who was both wealthy and had freedom. So Willie believed that the key to success was being well-liked, and his frequent flashbacks show that he measures happiness in terms of wealth and popularity. But he does not have those sterling traits of character, and people just don't really like him as much as he thinks is necessary for success. So if you didn't read that book in secondary school
or in university,
then you, honestly, I don't know what you were reading.
It's a small book.
Very tiny.
But really, really impactful.
Yeah, it might interest you to know that Arthur Miller was married to Marilyn Monroe.
I didn't know that, actually.
Seriously?
Yeah, but they weren't married for long because she was just all over the place.
Yeah, but man, the guy married Marilyn Monroe, but he had to have something good going on.
All right, so this day in history, in 1430, you got that right, the year 1430, Saint Joan of Arc, nicknamed the Maid of Orleans. Joan of Arc was burned at the stake on this day in history. Arriving with the French army, she successfully led attacks that broke the siege of Orleans in 1430, dressed in a suit of armor. Aged just 19, Joan of Arc was captured and withstood days of torture before being found guilty of the charge of dressing in men's clothing, which she wore to avoid rape. She was condemned for heresy and burned at the stake on the 7th of May. Wow.
Yeah.
A retrial 25 years later found her innocent.
Imagine.
Imagine that.
And she was just 19.
She was amazing. I mean, she's a legend because they thought it's almost like she was this legendary figure even while she was alive.
Yeah.
Because nobody really knew that she was actually a woman.
Yeah.
Because of the way she dressed.
And she was always in armor, and she led armies to so many great, successful battles. Yeah. And it was just such a shame that, you know, the men were so intimidated that they had to burn her. Why? Just because she wore men's clothes? Really?
Burn her at the stake. Can you imagine that? Hello again, people. We are here for more fun on the show Wake Up Nigeria.
Okay, so we have loads to dish out to you. And, well, we're glad that you're tuned to us right now on Wake Up Nigeria.
Yep.
It's the name that's synonymous with everything good, fun, food, and so much more.
Yeah.
We have...
It's the #1 breakfast show right now, everybody.
Everybody is watching.
A lot has happened already on the show, and there's still more to come. The association committed to good health. That's the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria. Will be joining us to talk about the annual Scientists Conference for this year and some other free stuff that they're going to be giving away.
We also have the winner of the just concluded Mr. Ideal competition. He'll be joining us for a chat.
And of course, your comments and feedback, reactions on social media, we'll be taking those as well shortly. Feedback. I think got some. We're getting some
messages.
Some messages already. I saw.
I thought would be hard.
What?
I saw.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
so the question was, what is the name of MM's baby? Once again, welcome back, MM.
Thank you.
I mean, within minutes, people were getting it correct.
Are you kidding me?
In fact, I don't
Did they Google it or something?
I don't know whether MM has opened a Wikipedia page for her daughter or something. Because somebody goes like, Mama Elsie. Her name is Elsie, of course. Like,
wow.
You want to know the name more than even the mother herself.
I'm not kidding.
Like,
they got
within
it so.
Minutes.
Are you serious?
You know there was like 7,000 people at the naming, so you can never really know. The whole street was blocked up until the main room.
I would actually really like to share lessons I learned during childbirth.
Okay.
After childbirth. No, because it's a whole lot, like a whole lot of lessons.
Let's start.
We women should say these things often to support one another, to encourage one another. It's very important, even though I know that no two pregnancies are the same, but it's always good to always, you know, I listened a lot during my pregnancy, and after child, it's a bittersweet experience, actually.
Yes, it is.
It is a bittersweet. I would like to actually share some of the lessons I learned.
Yeah, so over the week, we'll be taking... Our baby update is now...
officially over.
But it's still a baby update.
Yeah, it's still a baby update, actually.
Yeah. So childcare updates now.
And I'm supposed to rush off after the show for immunization things.
Oh, that one begins. I don't miss that. The queuing up, the writing your name. Oh.
How many are the killer? There used to be 6 killer diseases, as in 6.
Yeah.
Do they all come at once, or you immunize differently?
No, on different days.
On different days. So there's something for 3 months, there's something for 6
months,
all the way to 18 months.
I don't miss that part at all. Okay, we have to go to the news now.
And of course, Blessing in the house is on standby for us.
Hello again, and thank you for staying with us. At least 45 people have been confirmed dead following an attack on Benin Gwari local government area of Kaduna State. Eyewitnesses reveal that armed bandits attacked Gwaska village in large numbers on motorcycles around 2:30 p.m. on Saturday. The Kaduna State Police Commissioner Austin Iwar says 150 policemen have been deployed to the area, and an additional 200 will be deployed next week. Benin Gwari has witnessed several attacks in the past months, leading to the deaths of scores of civilians, soldiers, and police officers. No fewer than 25 of the 33 aspirants who took part in the APC governorship primary in Ekiti State are demanding a rerun and also want a new primary election committee. This was after Saturday's primary was postponed indefinitely following the disruption by persons one of the aspirants, Mines and Steel Minister Kaide Fahimi, called thugs. Many of the aspirants are now trading accusations. Former Speaker of the Ekiti House of Assembly, Olufemi Bamishile, says the composition of the committee was compromised, and Shegun Oni called the primary a mockery of democracy. And some members of the People's Democratic Party in Adamawa State have endorsed Ahmed Finsiri as their candidate in the 2019 gubernatorial election. They presented the former acting governor of the state to the working committee of the party, a decision described as wise. According to them, Finsiri's integrity will sell him above all other candidates across party divides in the states. And away from that, a non-governmental organization with a focus on developing children of school age believes that a Nigerian school system boasts of students who can compete with the best in the world. The Young Educators Foundation organized a spelling bee competition that attracted participants from all over the country. The executive director of the foundation, Akinyele Olu Phillips, says the competition shapes the minds of the students and equips them with leadership skills. And that's the news this hour. Let's take a look now at the day's weather forecast. But for now, it's back to Titi and Yomi.
All right. Thanks so much, Blessing, for that quick update on the news. And up next is sports with Mike Mesicano.
Right, okay. Thank you very much. And then, of course, Lobi Stars of Makurdi increased their lead at the top of a Nigerian Professional Football League to 5 points after a hard-fought 1-0 win against Sunshine Stars of Akure at the Upper Aku Stadium, Makurdi, on Sunday. Kehinde Adeyemi scored the decisive goal 17 minutes from time at the Dan Ayam Stadium, where Kano Pillars maintained second position in the table following a 1-0 draw against hosts Heartland, who now look destined for a return to the Nigerian National League. Niger Tornadoes relinquished third position to Katsina United after going down to a 3-0 defeat against MFM at the Agege Stadium in Lagos, and also losing their 9-game unbeaten streak in the process. In Jos, Enugu Rangers extended their unbeaten run against Wiki Tourists to 7 games after holding their host to a 1-1 draw. FC Ifanyi Uba beat Go Round 2-1 in Newi, with Ekene Awazi scoring for the host, while Chidi Nwachuku netted the only goal for Go Round. Man City lifted the Premier League trophy amid jubilant Saints despite Huddersfield gaining a vital point in their battle to avoid relegation with a goalless draw at the Etihad Stadium. And then, of course, they walked out to a guard of honor as thousands of blue and white flags fluttered in the stands. Pep Guardiola's side had been expected to collect a routine 3 points as the champions faced the 16th-place Terriers with a celebration tone of the day. Elsewhere, Arsenal turned on the style to thrash Burnley in Arsene Wenger's final home game as manager. The 68-year-old, who has won 10 major trophies during a near 22-year reign, oversaw a dominant, free-flowing display in his 1,233rd game, with sleek first-half goals from Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and, of course, Alexandre Lacazette. Chelsea's hope of qualifying for next season's Champions League were boosted with a victory over Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. Olivier Giroud expertly headed in Victor Moses' cross in the first half after Liverpool had dominated possession and failed to capitalize. And just before that Arsenal game against Burnley, Arsene Wenger was given an emotional send-off by Arsenal supporters as he took charge of his final home game in charge on Sunday at home. The Frenchman is stepping down as Gunners' boss after 22 years at the helm, and it was a day to remember as his side thrashed Burnley at the Emirates Stadium. Wenger, of course, saw his players produce an emphatic 5-0 win on the pitch, but it was after the final whistle had sounded that he received a moving tribute. Flanked by his entire playing staff, Wenger delivered a touching speech to supporters and began by sending his best wishes to former adversary Sir Alex Ferguson. All right, it was a great day, of course, for Gunners fans, and merci Wenger. On to the next. That's all we can take on sports this morning. Once again, let's look at the headlines in the papers.
Yeah, we heard that Sir Ferguson is actually doing better now after his surgery. So hopefully he'll be out of the hospital.
Brain surgery. He had a brain hemorrhage.
Wow.
So he's doing better now.
All right. Thanks so much, Mike.
All right. So let's start with the cover of this day newspaper. It says, unidentified gunmen kill 45 in Kaduna. Now, that's it's really a sad way to start the headlines. It says here, APC asks aggrieved members to file appeal after marred congresses. Party to conclude Ekiti Guba primary, 27 aspirants kick. Don't turn to propaganda, poster boy, PDP tells Osinbajo. Maintaining market dominance, Tier 1 banks widen gap with Tier 2 lenders. And that's what we have on the cover of this day.
All right. The Nigerian Tribune leads with the headline, Despite Violence, APC claims World Congress is successful. A Lagos APC vice chairman wants Lagos Congresses cancelled. Confusion in Kogi over parallel congresses. Protests over congresses in 13 local governments of Kebbi and a couple of other riders there. A rainstorm destroys over 100 houses in Ondo. Miyetti Allah threatens to withdraw cows from Lagos to Ogun. Banks refund 8 billion naira fraudulent charges to customers. CBN printed 2.6 billion new notes in 2017. APC governorship primaries, aspirants trade blames, want Almakura committee dissolved. 45 killed as bandits attack Kaduna village. And finally, probe, fear grips Supreme Court justice, 2 chief justices, others as NJC meets. All on the cover of the Nigerian Tribune this morning.
And on the cover of the Punch, it says on Ekiti, Oni Ojudu, right? Ojudu attack Fayemi. APC wants primary concluded. Party meeting turns violent in Anambra as Ngige escapes attack. Some alarming pictures here, scenes of volcanic eruptions on Pahoa, on Hawaii's Big Island on Saturday. Scary thought, volcano erupting. Rainstorms force power generation down to 1,148 megawatts. 5 police cadets die in accident. On 2019, vote for credible leaders, Adeboye urges Nigerians. And then it also says here, INEC warns political parties against flouting campaign rule. And bandits killed 45 in Kaduna village, says CP. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch.
Well, that's about all that we can take on the newspaper headlines for this Monday morning.
And newspaper headlines are proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure. Of
course, we're going to go on a short break now. When we come back, we'll be talking health when we return. Welcome back. Now, they say health is wealth. It sounds like a cliche, but it's actually true. We cannot do too much to ensure that we are fit as fiddles. And that's why we have Dr. T.Y. Rahim, former state chairman of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, and Mrs. Sarah Olaifa, who is the immediate past national president of the association, joining us to talk about the Annual Scientists Conference for 2018. And of course, they're also giving back to society. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.
And Ma. So, Annual Scientists Conference, it sounds very exciting. You know why? Because I didn't know that, we had an association like that that has this annual conferences. So tell us a little bit about it. Maybe we should start with Dr. Rahim.
Okay, thank you very much. Looking back, let me put the record straight. I'm the immediate past national president of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria.
Wow, okay.
I am also a past state chairman of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria for the Lagos State branch. Historically, our association, the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, was formed in March 1964. That's about 54 years ago.
Wow.
And since then, we have clearly defined objectives, one of which is to engage the public on issues that bother us on health and how the health of the populace could be strengthened through seminars, scientific conferences, and various other fora to discuss and engage the public, and to also stress the importance of medical laboratory services and medical laboratory testing, both in curative and preventive health cases. So every year, both at the chapter level, the state branch level, and the national level, there is a week declared for us to exercise these activities. So for us in Lagos State branch, because we have 37 branches, one in each state of the country, and the FCT making 37 branches. So for us in Lagos State branch of the Association of Medical Laboratory Scientists of Nigeria, we don't joke with this, a week-long activity of thorough engagement of the public on issues that borders on the health of the people, especially as it relates to the medical laboratory services and medical laboratory scientists. So this is the 53rd edition of it. Wow. Recall I said our association was founded in 1964. Since then, we've been having these activities, except during a year or so, during the Civil War, where when this activity would not be executed. So we are here this week, which started yesterday, and it will, by the grace of God, end on Friday. Wow. We are going to brainstorm on so many topics that has to do with strengthening the health system in this country. I like that. I like that you're mentioning quite a number of things that will touch on things that are related to the public and not just the profession itself. Maybe I should ask Mrs. Olaifa about the impact of medical laboratories, scientists in Nigeria and on public health. Because sometimes, you know, you would go to a hospital and they would say, go and do a test. And so we never really think about the lab. You just think, okay, this is just a service, an added service. So, but now you're talking about the impact that it has on public health. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Thank you very much. Medical laboratory services cannot be at least something that the medical field can do without. Yes. We have been there and we are still there and we are waxing strong. The laboratory services is there to provide services for everybody, both the private sector and the public sector. And most times you find clinicians coming out to request for laboratory tests because by the time a client is coming to them, they look at them, some of the things that they are suspecting, they have to diagnose. But they need the laboratory to give them what they are going to treat or work with. And recently, the laboratory services has gone into a lot of researches. They've come out with a lot of papers, which has helped to make the health profession to move forward. Recently, there was a research day celebration by Mark last week, Thursday, and Director General of NAFDAC was there, and she too reiterated that research for the public and the private is something that she is going to embark on, and she is going to collaborate with a lot of companies, a lot of private and public sectors. And lots of laboratory research centers were there. NIMA, LUTS, all the research centers, both the public universities and the private university, everybody was there. And it was brainstormed that research and the laboratory being at the forefront cannot be overemphasized. Wow.
Okay, so Dr. Rahim, one of the things that you talked about was sensitizing the public, which is one of the things that you also aim to achieve this week. Exactly. Can you tell us a little bit about how you want to go about this throughout this week?
Well, thank you very much. We started yesterday through a church service, which was well attended. Some of the strategies we want to adopt was also announced there. Again, today, we are having this public engagement. This program is a form of enlightening the public on the roles of medical laboratory services and medical laboratory scientists, not only in diagnosis of diseases, but even in preventing diseases. And even when a disease is established through confirmed medical laboratory testing, you still need to follow up and monitor whether the intervention that is put in place is working or not. So even when a patient is on treatment, you still need medical laboratory testing to see whether the person is getting well or not. If the patient is not getting well, there will be need for the clinician to change the intervention strategy or modify the drug that is prescribed. So tomorrow is the public opening ceremony where everybody is invited.
That's tomorrow, Tuesday?
Tomorrow, Tuesday, which is holding at Necker House in Ikeja, close to the Fela Shrine there. So everybody is invited because so many things will be discussed, and it's a form of advocacy for people to know that, yes, when they have few health challenges, they need to go for proper medical laboratory testing. So not only tomorrow, on Wednesday, there will be a presentation on various topics that will also strengthen the health system in this country. Of particular importance this week, we have decided to focus on vaccine-preventable diseases. And a lot of insinuations have been put when it comes to immunization against diseases. Some are saying, some are having wrong insinuation that is a form of sterilizing male children or female children and all that. It's a form of introducing certain thought into in our children and all that. The public the opening ceremony and the activities of Thursday, we feature so many discussions, topics that will really change the thought of people positively, such that when we talk of vaccine-preventable diseases, everybody will know what it is, and when immunization coverage is announced, people will know, yes, it is really very important for them to actively participate in it. Wow. These are some of the activities that we are going to expect this week.
Thank you so much, Dr. Toyosi Rahim and Mrs. Sarah Olaifa of the Medical Laboratory Scientists Association of Nigeria. It's a whole week of activities, and hopefully we'll try to participate as much as we can. I also wanted to ask about the cost of going to the lab, which also helped make some people shy away from it, but maybe another time, or maybe during the public forum, we can talk about that as well. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Well, we're heading over to Mike, who's going to be taking your comments and reactions on social media. Hey, Mike.
All right, thank you very much, Yomi. Of course, I am here with your comments on social media and also on Twitter. I would have asked for, I would have needed MM here, but it's like some of you just, you know her too much. I don't know. And that's why I really asked the question if MM has opened the Wikipedia page for her daughter. But there was nobody that got the wrong answer. Like everybody, like, why are you asking that kind of questions if we know now? Okay, so now the issue here, or the what's going to happen here is that, of course, we're going to look for the earliest. And quite a number of people got it here. And this is from Trump_in-law, who says, good morning, hashtag Wake Up Nigeria. Welcome back, Mama Elsie. Definitely her baby's name is Elsie. Okay, all right. That was about 1 hour ago. And Gospel Nigeria also says, Wake Up Nigeria, hashtag Wake Up Nigeria giveaway, hashtag TVC, at TVC Connect. MM is Mama, hashtag Elsie, her baby's name, man. No, that's quite something. Okay, but then I think the earliest one that we got has to come from at Bell Vicky. That's at Vicky Akudike, who says at TVC Connect, morning lovely people, good to have you at Pretty Ami back. Yomi Mommy. Her sweet daughter's name is Elsie. At Yomi Ubea Titi Dynamite at Mike Meskeno, hashtag Wake Up Nigeria. Okay, so the mother herself has to reveal the name. Give us the full. Maybe if I wanted to make maybe if I'd known at the beginning, I should have asked for the full name. Now I know that one would have been harder. But hey, come on, MM. You want to give us her full name, and then let's. Is this answer actually correct? Because you're going to be, of course, you have to be the best person who can answer this particular question. So I'll need MM to answer that. But then, yeah, all of them gave out the name LC and all of that. MM, is that her name? And what's her full name?
Yes, her name is Elsie.
Okay.
Well, really, I really wish we actually gave like a full name. Like we asked, what's her full names? What are
okay, but just give us, what's her full name? Just give us her full name. Just give us her full name.
Okay, so her names are Elsie Jehobe Ogeyi MM Okwache.
I didn't get that again. Encore? Encore, please. And slowly, a little bit slowly this time.
Okay, Elsie Jehobe. Jehobe is, that's her Benue name. And Ogeyi. Ogeyi is also a Benue name. And I decided to name her MM as well. Okwache.
Okay, what do the Benue names, what do they mean? And what are the meaning of the names?
Jehobe means thank God. Yeah. And then Ogeyi means something about joy. Yeah, I really can't remember what it really means.
All right, great one, MM. So, Vicky, of course, you are the one that will win that particular ticket. We'll take a break now. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. Don't go nowhere. We still have more in store for you.
Welcome back. Now, Mr. Ideal Nigeria 2018 saw Ugochukwu Ihebuzo, a.k.a. Chucky, emerge as the winner for the third time since inception 9 years ago.
Oh, wow. This 27-year-old model and actor actually defeated 39 finalists to clinch the highly coveted title. But this morning, we're serving you a double dose of hotness, if I do say so myself, as we have him here with Lawrence Agbo, who's the winner of Mr. Ideal Northern King.
The king in the north.
Yes, sir, the king in the north. They will be telling us about it right now. So welcome, Chucky and Lawrence, right?
Welcome, guys. How's it going?
Good. It's going on pretty well.
So congrats on your winnings. I hope money's coming in from there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know that Yomi is feeling a little bit intimidated. So let's leave Yomi for one second.
How am I feeling
Yeah, I'm
intimidated?
just saying, they're like Mr. Ideals. And
Oh, right. So the ideal guys, right?
Yeah, and then you're just Mr. Yomi. It's fine. All right, so enough joking around. Now, the winner of this year's edition is going to represent Nigeria at Mr. Africa International,
Yes,
right,
that's true.
in London?
Yeah, in London.
All right, so what else can you tell us about your winnings?
Basically, what I won from the winnings, so I have a contract, a yearly contract with a modeling contract, basically, and I also have a Nollywood contract as well.
Okay.
On top of that, I'll also be getting free clothes every week.
Ooh,
yeah, so that's
nice.
also part of the package as well.
Okay.
And they're also going to help me launch an initiative as well.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm trying to help children, so put more power, empower more children, basically.
Okay.
That is basically what I want. And
So
also
tell us about
helping-
the Northern King award that you got.
Okay, so I won the Northern King, and what it's about is there are different. There's the West, the East, the North titles, and so I got the Northern King. What I get is I get to role. I get to play roles in Nollywood.
Okay.
And also some other opportunities, modeling opportunities as well.
Okay. So representing the North feels like a lot of pressure, you know, because it feels like, you know, you're representing a particular set of people.
Yes.
And I know they mentioned here online about the fact that you get to start your own business.
Yes.
Have you thought about that?
Oh
at
yeah,
all yet?
yes, I have thought about it.
So what are you planning?
Oh, okay, I'm a fitness instructor.
Okay.
That's what I do even before I went into Mr. Ideal for the contest. So I intend to start up my own gym.
Okay.
That's
all right.
Very nice. I like the concept of Mr. Ideal, the fact that it's not just about flexing your muscles.
No, it's not.
You guys said, you know, that it's a combination of business, brain and a body.
Yeah.
You know, which is really good. But what do you think the organizers were trying to achieve with this concept of business and brains first?
I feel what they were trying to achieve is an entrepreneurial mindset. So they're looking for someone who is ready and willing to work very hard and also trying to achieve his goals as well and ambitions. So I feel that is what exactly they were looking for, a Nigerian youth who is focused on, you know, achieving success and also, you know, paving the way for other Nigerian youths to do the same thing.
Okay.
Basically that.
All right, so you're not a lazy Nigerian youth.
No, no, obviously not. No, it took a hard work. It took a lot of hard work to be where we are today.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, there were just like you said, 39 others. All right, and he came out first. You understand? We had to go through rigorous training.
Loads of training.
I think you should let us into what that training was.
Yeah,
so
you
from the
should.
very beginning,
People are curious. I mean, so somebody's at home and wondering, okay,
how
so
do I do this? How do I get involved?
So from the very beginning, we all got into camp.
Okay.
Right, and after that, what we did was registration first, and then from then on, we went on to doing question and answers. So they groomed us, basically. So we had question and answers.
General knowledge questions?
Basically that.
Okay.
Asking us why do we want to become what we want to do? Why are we choosing this platform to do it? Where do we see ourselves in 5 years? So asking us questions like that, trying to groom us and also build our confidence. As well as that, we did other contests in the show as well. So we did a best body contest.
Of course,
as well.
that has to be part of it.
Okay. So aside that, we get to present our business ideas, what you want to do. I mean, how do you think you can start up a business? what does it take to start up a business, basically. So if you don't know how to start up your own business, how are you Mr. Ideal?
So how about if you already have maybe a small business that you're running?
Yeah.
Do you then present that? Or as
Yeah,
part of
you present that, and then how did you get where you got to?
And if anything, if you win, they would definitely, push you forward.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So on the screen, we've been seeing a lot of pictures of men that are topless, and we're wondering why you came with shirts.
So all the ladies in the studio, they're like, Mr. Ideal, like, they can't see anything. In fact, you have long sleeve, like you have a long sleeve shirt. I mean, this guy won't try it small.
So this is your cue to now, show us something.
It's morning time.
What? No,
it's not ideal.
This is not a late night show.
How ideal this body is. Let's just. All right, I'm just kidding. All right.
Okay.
I had to try.
She's like that. She always harasses all the fine boys that come on the show. Never gives them a chance.
Really?
You always.
I gave you a chance to show how ideal you are. That's all. Just trying to help your ministry.
They've already talked about
that.
So
you're planning to go to the UK, or have you already been?
I'm going to the UK for the for the international pageant. Yeah.
So are you anxious about that?
Yes, I'm actually anxious because it's actually the first time that I'm actually done any pageantry at all. So I'm actually anxious, excited, nervous, like all of that. Put into one, it's crazy.
So what's going to happen, like, if you just, suddenly they announce you that you're the...
Mr. International.
Mr. International. That's totally going to transform your life, isn't it?
It will. I don't even know what's going to happen. Like, I'll just be, I don't even know. Even winning this pageantry on its own was a shock for me, to be honest, because I didn't actually feel I was going to come on top.
The truth is, there were other guys who were buff, who had better bodies. Understand, but the thing is, the competition is not just about body.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to offer more than just your body. You have to be able to offer more than even your business ideas. So it goes beyond that.
Yeah. All right. Personality.
I'm actually glad to hear that because
really nice.
The misconception is that most of the time when you have great bodies, they don't really have much upstairs.
Exactly.
A lot of. Do you guys think that 2019 I could just go back to the gym and try to clean up a little?
Anybody can get a good body.
Okay.
If you're determined.
Right. Okay, coming from the expert.
Yes, indeed. True. All right, so let's go see what Chef D and MM have been doing in the kitchen.
Okay.
And give these ideal gentlemen some breakfast.
Oh, thank you.
That'd be nice.
Very nice.
Yummy, you forget that Titi is into muscles.
Yes, that's my thing.
Titi's thing.
She loves them guys with the muscles.
Please take a seat.
You're welcome, the ideal.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So we made Singaporean noodles today.
Okay, so let's see if we can get a shot of the noodles first. Yeah, can we get that shot?
Can we get that nice?
See how good it looks. Now Chef D has outdone himself.
Okay, so Chef D, quickly take us through the recipe once more.
Please, can you come this way, Chef D?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Thank you. All right, go for that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Chef D.
Yeah. This is Singaporean noodles. Okay. Yeah, we started with we boiled our rice sticks. Then ginger, garlic, carrot, cabbage. We actually have a lot of vegetables inside. Bell peppers in colors, black pepper, light soy sauce, sesame oil, and a little bit of seasoning.
Nice.
But I know that oil, vegetables in there, carrots, with a fizzy.
Chef D is all about the
I can see shrimp somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, prawns. Okay.
Prawns. Yes, so I know that one of our Mr. Ideals is a fitness person. So how healthy is this?
It's really healthy, the vegetables and
the prawns and stuff.
Are you guys like on a diet right now?
No.
Because you seem to be looking at it like,
I can't wait to dig in.
For the international competition.
Go on.
All right, so it's been a great show today.
Honestly, we love Mondays because, we use this to boost ourselves.
Yeah, get motivated for the week.
Yeah. So it's been great.
And
how far? What do you think?
Very nice.
Chef D.
Yeah.
You do
very
good.
Nice.
You do
Try
good.
Very nice.
All right.
So straight up for, of course, we want to thank all our guests for joining us today on the show. It's been good.
a great way to usher in the rest of the week. And hopefully you had fun. Big shout out to our friends at Homely NG for the kitchen accessories. And of course, Fola at Fola's Place for styling our hair.
All right. A big thank you to my man, Chef D, for a job well done. Well done.
Yeah, all right, so this is where you guys give me a hug.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe this.
Please. I need some ideal love.
On that note, on that note, we're going to be back tomorrow, Tuesday at 7 a.m.
All right.
Stay with us.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.